host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. The city's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively.
Hi, this is Sherry from Retro Metro, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, June 24th, and I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. Hope you're having a great day today. Mama Cone is coming up with more alliteration. Have a thoughtful, tender Tuesday. Maybe a chicken tender Tuesday. I'm not so sure about that. Today's show, we've got the rundown for you. We're going to go over what's happening in Frederick with a highlight of some of the events for the week. We've got a couple of interviews. I'm getting a little behind. I've got about 2 weeks worth of interviews, and some of these actually date back a little bit because we've had things that are dated that have to fit in. So we've got Layman talking about that Snakeman's tattoo mural he just completed. We got Caressa Peterson talking about Frederick's 4th of July. Can't wait. It's going to be a great day downtown Frederick. And Marilyn Herbert, the Alzheimer's Association and the Walk to End Alzheimer's. We're talking about that. It is time to get your teams together, get registered, or fundraise for that Walk to End Alzheimer's in October. And then, of course, your secret stash video clue. Now, this morning, I just realized no one had texted from yesterday. I thought yesterday's was so easy. And so there is a hint on Good Morning Frederick's social media telling you where yesterday's envelope is. And in the end of the show today, I'm going to show you today's envelope for Secret Stash. There's some great prizes. Every prize pack is over $100 in value. Every single one of them, you get a free Good Morning Frederick merch. T-shirt, there's all kinds of stuff in there, even Bluetooth speakers. Okay, there's a ton of great stuff you're going to win. And so you got to find the envelopes, and then you have to follow the instructions inside that envelope. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, and remember, obviously, any purchases of Good Morning Frederick merch, they benefit our nonprofit of the month, and this one is Mountainside Education and Enrichment. All right, let's go ahead and officially start this Tuesday. Morning Frederick is sponsored by Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick. Open daily, noon to 9 p.m. You can also pick up a hot pretzel or iced coffee. There's all kinds of great stuff. You got to try new stuff. I'm talking to myself more than I'm talking to you. I always get the mango gelati with vanilla custard, which is my go-to. But I did try that charcoalberry fin, which was actually pretty good. Not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. And Mama Cone is known for getting the strawberry custard with sprinkles or something like that in a cup. Now, if you can't get to Rita's, they can come to you on Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. You can also download that free app and circumvent any lines that you know are going to be forming, especially on a day like today where it is hot, hot, hot. There's no reason not to have Rita's, 538 West South Street in Frederick. All right, let's talk about what is happening in Frederick. All right, happening in Frederick is sponsored by the Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. Oh my gosh, 3 great locations in our area to deliver you authentic Mexican cuisine at an affordable price. And that's what we love as well. The Taco Bar in Frederick on West Point Plaza, kind of at the top end of 40, what I call the top end of 40. So basically, you get your tacos and then you walk over to the taco bar to put on your toppings. I love that. I love that so much. And Gaithersburg actually has adult beverages available as well. And then Taquito offers you the drive-through with the same great food, which you got to love the convenience of that. So tacobar1.com or taquitobytacobar.com. Get all the information, see about their specials, check out their social media as well, and visit a local business who's supporting local. All right, Souls of Joy is coming up August 8th. We'd love for you to join us at this event. Individual tickets are now on sale for the event August 8th, 6 to 9 p.m. at the Arc on Market Street. Now, it's going to be a great evening. My good friends, the Learned Doctors, will be playing all your favorites from the 90s. I'm telling you, they're so fun. It is the best party band. There's food, beer, wine, and seltzer all included. Want to thank Rockwell Brewery and Hidden Hills Winery for that. Food is going to be top notch. Let me just tell you, it's heavy hors d'oeuvres. So the Arc is... we've chosen 6 hors d'oeuvres to serve for the evening. And I've got some amazing people stepping up and providing desserts for free for us so that we can hopefully buy more shoes or get more shoes donated. I've got, I'm going to read off the list. I'll read off the list later this week. I don't want to forget anybody, but I'll tell you, some people that I'm calling in favors for have stepped up in a big way and have just been phenomenal. And almost every single one of them that I asked said yes. So I really, really, really appreciate their support because it's difficult to do an event like this and try to raise money. And I think the whole event, cost almost $20,000 just to do the event. So sponsors and people who donate certainly help us to take care of that. But if you search on Eventbrite for Souls of Joy, you will see the ticket information there underneath all the sponsorship information, which we still have some sponsorships available as well. But the whole key is to raise enough money to get 5,000 pairs of shoes for kids in Frederick County, just Frederick County. And we disperse through local organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, the Housing Authority, Girls on the Run. So we don't just hand out shoes willy-nilly. It goes to kids who really need them. We would love to meet the goal from last year, which was just over 5,000 pairs of shoes. So we need individuals to step up and be a collection site and really put it out there that we're collecting for Souls of Joy. Okay. So I cannot do it without the help. I mean, literally, if everybody just that was watching right now, just Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle, $5 or $10, I would hit my personal goal of 300 pairs of shoes, which is also, we're 8% of our total, right? And we've got lots of people out there collecting. If you can pick up a new pair of shoes while you're out doing school shopping, maybe for your own kids or grandkids, you can drop them off to the home of Everything Frederick Wednesdays to Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that would be amazing as well. Again, can't do it without your help. Appreciate all the help so far. You saw I've been scouring the sales and trying to come up with the best price for shoes so that every dollar you give me goes as far as it possibly can. I was lucky enough to stumble upon a clearance sale at one of the Walmarts and got great sneakers for $3 a pair. So if you see a good sale, please point that out as well. And I will shop on your behalf. I want to thank my class reunion that we just had not too long ago. $150 or something donated back from that. And I appreciate everyone who has just, again, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, or Cash App, $5 or $10 each. That goes a long way when it's all added together. So I really appreciate all of you. All right. We've got the secret stash happening. So I guess no one found yesterday's, which I thought was so easy. So again, go on Good Morning Frederick social media to see the clue for that one. And today's will come at the end of this show. All right. Tonight, 6:45, bar bingo at the AmVets Post 2 on East South Street. That is open to the public. If you want to go support the AmVets and have some fun, you can do that tonight at 6:45. Thursday, it is Thorpewood Community Day with Frederick County Public Libraries. A great day to get up into the woods and enjoy. You feel like you're a million miles away when you're up at Thorpewood. It is much cooler up there, I can tell you. So if you want to get out of the heat and enjoy being outdoors, head up to Thorpewood. Alive at 5 is also Thursday, Carroll Creek Amphitheater. It is Frederick's best happy hour Thursday evenings from 5 to 8 p.m. It is a $6 cover. Your tokens for beverages are $6 each. And 4-Star Combo is playing at Alive at 5. On Friday, you can head over to Memorial Park for PTSD Awareness Day. It is a vigil being run by Pulling for Veterans. Want to really take a moment and really think about how PTSD affects not only people who are experiencing it, but certainly family members and friends as well. Take a moment to really think about those people who have lost their battle with PTSD. Saturday and Sunday, you can head to the Country Roads and Gardens tour. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. They describe it as a delightful day exploring charming country roads and beautiful gardens throughout goodness gracious. Do I read for a living? Sometimes. Speak for a living? Maybe. A few. Anyway, you're going to drive through Braddock, Middletown, Myersville, Wolfsville, and Smithsburg. These are probably areas, I don't know about you, unless you live there. I don't drive through very often, and you forget. I go visit some people sometimes, clients or whatever, who are out in these areas, and driving through, I just think about it. Frederick County is just amazing. It's expansive. It is, you forget sometimes when you don't drive out in the country. I mean, I grew up in the country, literally, and I know it's not country now. But growing up I literally grew up 2 miles from the entrance of FCC, but FCC was where everything stopped. right? Nothing went further than FCC. In fact, there were no stoplights then. I'm trying to think. The first stoplight coming from FCC when I grew up was at the Exxon on Opossum Town Pike. There was no big four-way stop there. That did not exist. So yeah, that was the first. The first light was at the Exxon. So if you can believe it, I know it was a million years ago. But living 2 miles from FCC, Amber Meadows had just been built, and it wasn't even as big as it is now. Living 2 miles from FCC, my friends would be like, "You're out in the sticks. We can't come to your house. It's too far." So you gotta love that. You gotta love that. Frederick County is amazing. Saturday and Sunday at the home of everything Frederick from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have a pop-up vendor market at the home of everything Frederick. All right, 401 North Market Street, right in downtown. We have vendors who set up outside if the weather's nice in front of the shop, or inside if the weather's not so nice, and selling great stuff. Look, the home of everything Frederick is about supporting local artisans, local businesses. That's the stuff we sell inside the shop. And then we have merch from Good Morning Frederick and the real estate goddess, Shannon Flannery, and just some Frederick-centric and Maryland-centric gear. All right. So that's what you can find when you come to 401 North Market Street downtown. On Saturday, it is from 2 to 6, a farewell to the brick and mortar of Frederick Basket Company. You can head over there in Eveready Square, as they will be closing up their brick and mortar shop and operating 100% online. On Sunday, I don't know if tickets are still available. You can check MarylandDoubleDeckers.com. It is Reptile Adventures on the Double. It is a Maryland double-decker ride, and then you stop and see reptiles at the home of everything Frederick, a little reptile show with our friends Wolf's Exotic Encounters, and that's a lot of fun. And then, of course, the summer concert series continues at Baker Park. Let's see, what do they have? Quick Shift is a variety dance rock band. That'll be fun. Maybe if it's not 1,000 degrees, I'll head over to the summer concert series. How about you? It's a great day to set up a picnic blanket, maybe grab some food from somewhere downtown, and enjoy some live music at the band shell. And then, hard to believe, next Friday is July 4th. And if you're going to be in town for July 4th, I'm inviting you. Come see me at Party in the Park, which is down. It's off West College Terrace between Color Lake and that first set of tennis courts. That is where Party in the Park happens. It's a country music stage. We have 4, I think, live bands playing, opening with Hannah Ponce at 1:15, and wrapping up with Runaway June headlining the Mattress Warehouse Party in the Park with WFRE and WFMD. Also, throughout the day on stage, Chris Michaels will be awarding the Sheriff's Deputy of the Year, the Frederick City Police Officer of the Year, and the Frederick County Firefighter of the Year. Will all be receiving awards throughout the day at Party in the Park. So this all happens kind of on the top end of Baker Park, and I'm inviting you to come down. It's going to be a great day. I've got friends with me: Karma's Auto Care, Goldfish Swim School, my friend Jim Morgan from Key City Myofascial Release. We'll have booths, plus some other vendors as well. And we have the Mechanical Bull that you can ride for free because of Good Morning Frederick and Shannon Flannery, the real estate goddess and the founder of Everything Frederick and More, and the home of Everything Frederick. You're going to get free rides, and you have the chance to win some Good Morning Frederick merch, including Frederick is Buckin' Awesome t-shirts. Oh, it's going to be so fun. I haven't been down 4th of July. I've never spent the day down at Party in the Park. This is my first time, so it's going to be a great time. Then let's see, July 7th through 10th, and again, July 14th to 17th, baseball and softball clinics are happening at Braddock Heights Park. Check-in begins at 7:30. The clinic runs from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. for all ages and experiences. Ages 6 to 12. The flyer I know says 8 to 12, I think, but it is 6 to 12-year-olds. All experience welcome. You're going to want to call. There's a phone number where you can call or text. It's on screen. You can screenshot that. A little bit easier on this one to see it. You can also look up baseball and softball clinics on social media, and you will see the details there, run by my friends Rick Wilson, and who just absolutely loves baseball and softball and wants as many kids as possible to experience it. So you can check that out too. All right, July 12th is the rescheduled Rubber Duck Derby Festival in Union Bridge. That was rescheduled from June, the June date. It was changed. And I think, let's see what else. We're already talking mid to the end of July. There is another Reptile Adventures on the Double on Maryland double-decker bus on July 22nd. So if you can't come this time, you can head to that one. July 22nd at 5 p.m. is also our friends at Antietam World Travel Service are doing an event at their storefront with Colette, one of the most trusted names in travel. You can actually learn about the guided tour experience. If you've never been on a guided tour, well, first of all, it's how I met my husband on a guided tour. I was a tour director, but that's a story for another time. But I say guided tours are a great way to see the world and not have to think too hard about it or make too many plans. All you have to think about is maybe what excursion you want to do or where you want to have lunch. Everything else is set up for you. So we'll talk more about that July 22nd. You can, if you go to AntietamTravel.com right now, you can see their this 5 p.m. event on their homepage. And I really encourage you just to go check it out. We're going to be having some events for our Alaska trip, June of 2026. Who is coming with Ash and I and Mama Cone? We got some friends already who are coming with us. It's going to be a fun group. We're going to have a great time. And if we get enough people, we're going to have excursions just for ourselves, which will be a ton of fun. So think about it. June of next year, let's go to Alaska. And especially seeing how June gloom was horrible this year, I'd rather be somewhere beautiful and wonderful. Wild and wonderful. Oh, that's West Virginia, not Alaska, but there you go. All right. If you have an event you want to include it on the calendar, all you have to do is email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. Also, if you want me to talk about your events, I'm happy to do it. Just $25 for 5 days, $40 for 10. All right. Quick break. Then we're back with Ron Layman and the Snakeman's mural tattoo mural. And Caressa Peterson, Frederick's 4th of July. We're talking all about that as well. Marilyn Herbert is here with the Alzheimer's Association. And then your secret stash video clue for today. And I want you guys to get that quick and easy. I might even give you a hint, so you got to stay tuned and watch for that. All of that comes up just after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
All right. Let's find out or talk to people of Frederick. People of Frederick is sponsored by Pulling for Veterans. June 27th, PTSD Awareness Day. That is this Friday. There's a vigil in Memorial Park on Bench Street at 6:30 p.m. Pullingforveterans.org for information on that. All right, Ron Layman is a local artist here in Frederick, making Frederick more beautiful by the brushstroke. He just completed Snakeman's tattoo mural on Urbana Pike. And I got a chance to chat with him.
Come on, where are we on? We're on 355. Snakeman, Urbana Pike. Snakeman's tattoo, the building you've passed by it a million times and now looks 1,000,000% better. Thanks to this man right here, Ronald Layman Jr. Ron, how are you?
Good, you?
I'm great. Thank you for joining Good Morning Frederick.
Thanks
what
for
a
stopping
project. I remember we talked about this months and months ago in your planning. You see a wall and you go, hey, I think I can make that prettier, better.
I can improve it for you.
Improve it. And so with some sponsors, Rentals Unlimited, I know Valspar
and
Paints.
Lowe's.
Yeah.
That's how this is happening.
Yeah. I mean, because it does take supplies and things like that to get things done, and you just walked in, knocked on the door and said, hey, I want to do this cool design.
Yeah.
I love that about you.
And he didn't really even see the final design yet.
I know.
He's just kind of like showing up every day as like a kid at Christmas.
So this was just a white building, right?
Yeah, this is actually the old banner. I'm using it as a drop cloth. Like a painting. It was, and he was like, I said, look, I drive by this wall 2 or 3 times, 4 times probably. Like Lowe's and Home Depot.
Yeah.
I was like, just let me paint it up.
Yeah.
And I did it because I was trying to think of like what style or how to do it. Because out of everything I've painted, this is the first thing I've designed.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
everything else has been designed
somebody
by
else
somebody
passed
else,
it to
or
me. And they're like, just put it on the wall. So I thought this would be fun. But this goes back to like my first experience, like the tattooed man would have been like at the Frederick Fair.
Yeah.
Going down, what do they call it?
The Midway?
Midway. I keep saying fairway.
I know,
Had a golf conversation last night. But we go down to Midway and they would have, the tattooed man, tattooed lady. And that went back, can't remember his name, as an artist in the early 1900s that worked for a banner company in Chicago. And they did all the circus designs. He did it. I wish I remember his name all of a sudden. Eden something.
Okay.
Anyway, that kicked off this whole style. And
yeah,
I was like, well, let's just do it that way. So I just played around. And yeah, it turned out it's getting there.
It's getting there. The weather has not been cooperative, but how long, so far where you are today, how long has this taken?
How many days or how many hours working?
Yeah.
I've been here like 3 weeks yesterday, but it's been terrible.
Yeah.
Even the paint that's been on here for a while is still soft. It hasn't gotten warm enough out to like get it dry. I mean, at this point, base coat, primer, I probably have like a solid 7 days in it so far.
Now it's very even the tan coloring. Did you like?
I put a patina on it.
I was just gonna say, is that like is it sprayed or is it hand?
No, I sprayed it.
You sprayed it. Okay.
Yeah, the brick is very aggressive in its texture. I'm just watching my brushes and money go out. It's drying down.
I bet. But it really has some texture, which you're all about, I know. And I know this is going to look amazing. And we were just talking about other places in Frederick where you'd love to put some beauty and design. How hard is it as an artist when you see something like that and people aren't responsive to want to do it? Like that to me as a marketer, sometimes when I have a great idea and I present it to somebody and they don't do it, I just go, oh my gosh, it's hard.
It depends on the space. So like I was telling you before, with the one coming up this fall, I guess we'll just call it Welcome to Downtown.
Yeah.
I showed you the photo of that really pretty Art Deco.
Yeah.
So I knew they wanted something like that, welcoming people to downtown, but I also knew that they want things different.
Right.
Like this is like nothing I've done anywhere for anybody. I haven't even like, not that, but it exists, but not in town. But if it becomes repetitive, it gets kind of boring.
Yeah.
But if it gets a little too out there, then that's when they start to regulate things.
Yeah, they get a little nervous. They get nervous.
So I like with that one, I've known Mr. Anderson, who owns Ever Ready Square, since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And I just sent him an email. I was like, hey, you've got this big building down there, this wall. Let me paint it.
Yeah.
He's like, well, let's talk. So we talked, and we're going to do it.
Yeah, very cool.
But,
you do a lot of classes on YouTube and TikTok. I've seen them all. You help people as much as you can. You travel to do your painting and learn your craft and hone new skills. How is it as a full-time artist kind of doing your thing daily? What is that like?
Well, I don't know.
Do you know any different?
To me, I don't.
This is it.
To me, it's normal.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
It gets
normal.
a little
it's
like
just your thing.
To a point. I mean, 7 days. I was in North Carolina working last month for 2.5 weeks, 7 days a week, because I wanted to get it finished.
Yeah.
I think you may have saw those pictures, that beautiful stone and timber frame house.
Yeah.
But that week, it gets a little what. Literally, you come home for 3 days and you're on a plane to Montana, and you're just like, this. You know, it's nice to go home and be in your bed.
Yeah.
And then come back and start this.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You've been doing this for so long, though. This is just your thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, classes now 20 couple years.
Yeah.
Maybe 25.
Yeah.
And just doing it. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So if somebody has a space in their home or a space in their town and they want it beautified, they just have to reach out to you and say, hey, this is our concept, this is our budget, and this is what we can do. And you say, hey, I can do that, or no, not quite.
The beauty of the network that I have of friends, that if I can't do something, I can bring a group of people in that can actually accomplish that. Like if you want something like very Parisian, I've got some friends that can do that. Because I'm too heavy handed for that.
Yeah.
But no, even like if somebody says, I don't know what I want, but I have a wall.
Yeah.
Then you just like, look around, what would people like, what people don't want. And then, like you can help put a plan together to work with the community to get ideas, and even put a fundraising plan together to find the money to get it.
Right. And the beauty of this is that it becomes like a photo Instagrammable kind of space. So we hope to see everybody stopping. But if you've ever thought about getting a piercing or tattoo, of course, Snakeman's is the place. I know so many people who have come here for their work. He's been here for how long?
In this space, I'm not completely sure, but he told me he's the oldest continuously operating tattoo shop in Frederick.
That's
30
amazing.
Or 35 years.
That's unreal. That's unreal. Yeah, that's really cool.
I remember when he was downtown.
Yeah. Yeah. Now he's out here on Urbana Pike. This is Ron Layman. You can find him on all the socials.
Oh, how amazing is that? You got to stop by, get those photos on social media. It looks so impressive in person as well. And Ron Layman is just great for, again, making Frederick a really, really beautiful place. All right, it is now time to talk Frederick's 4th. It's going to be a great, great day. Caressa Peterson is the chair for July 4th for Celebrate Frederick. And she stopped by the home of everything Frederick to tell me a little bit about what's planned.
Coming to you from the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street in downtown. And I'm with Caressa Peterson. She is the girl of everything Frederick, especially talking 4th of July. Welcome to Good Morning Frederick.
And thank you so much.
Yeah.
4th of July, so I am at the helm of this again after 14 years hiatus.
Yes.
I chaired this event for 4 years in a row back in the day. So now, trying to rejuvenate it, give it some new blood and that kind of thing. So we're pretty excited. We got a couple of new things this year, but next year is going to be the big one, the 250th anniversary. Yeah.
So let's go back a little bit, because though this is a Celebrate Frederick event, Celebrate Frederick is a small team. So they put in charge a chair for a lot of their major events, like in the streets and 4th of July in Baker Park. It's a huge undertaking.
It is.
Requires a lot of people on the ground. So you chaired it, and then you took a time off chairing, but you were always involved.
You've always been involved.
4th of July, just so America knows out there, is my favorite holiday.
It is your favorite holiday.
It is my favorite holiday. And I don't have my flag boots on, but I got flag boots appropriate for that holiday. But that being said, I've always loved that day. I love, celebrating USA and America and independence, and it's just been, close to my heart. So that's one of the main reasons why when I found out they hadn't had a chair for the past couple of years that I stepped back into the role. Not, of course, adding more to my plate, but been there, done that kind of thing, and a lot of it rocks and rolls without like someone at the helm for the most part. But things like this, being able to do a little bit of PR is very helpful, for a chair to take on. And unfortunately, my co-chair Ashley Schweinhart from Tree Trackers couldn't be with us for this particular interview, but she is also on board to help
with you, which is awesome. All right, so. For those that don't know or haven't been to Baker Park in a long time on 4th of July, what are the key things people should know about the day?
Well, probably number one key thing I do want to point out to everyone is that please, please, please leave your pets at home. This event usually brings about 60 to 65,000 people, and we really don't want pets trampled on. It's just a better idea to keep them at home. You can certainly walk your pets around the outskirts, but just don't bring them around in the crowded areas of Baker Park. That's just number one. And then just in general, there is something for everyone at this event. There is live entertainment. There is athletic things. We've got pickleball this year. We've got cornhole this year. We have beer gardens in 3 different locations. We've got the fireworks, of course, at the end. And actually, I publish Be Local Frederick, and Be Local Frederick is the sponsor for the fireworks this year. So pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
But the pickleball tournament is going to be starting bright and early in the morning. 8:30 to 4 is the time frame for that. They're going to start off, I think, with men's and women's, matches. And then by the time we have the opening ceremonies, which are at noon, we're going to be giving out awards for the men's and the women's singles, but they're going to be doing doubles matches, I believe, throughout the day. And then also Key 103 and 106.9 are hosting a cornhole tournament that's going to go from 12 to 4:30, I believe. Plus, we've got amusements for the kids all day long, 12 to 6. We've got vendors and booths there. We've got the peanut butter and jelly tent from 2 o'clock to about 4:30, I think it is. We've got merchandise this year for sale. So if you like tie-dye or you like red, white, and blue, like I obviously do, you could potentially get some merchandise for, USA and, Frederick's 4th of July. And then, like I said, beer gardens. We've got 3 beer gardens, one in the Carillon area, one in the Bandshell area, and then one at the Party in the Park that WFRE puts on, which is where the country stage is. We also have 3 areas of entertainment. So the country stage actually will have country music, we assume. And then the Bandshell stage will have, I believe, 3 or 4 acts throughout the day. And then in the Carillon Family Beer Garden, we also have a couple of acoustic duos, I believe, that are lined up for in there. Maybe singles and duos, actually.
And you can't forget about the Mechanical Bull, sponsored by Good Morning Frederick and Shannon Flannery, the goddess of real estate and the home of everything Frederick. Free rides because of us, and you could win a great t-shirt that says, Frederick is bucking awesome.
Oh, and, I heard that the other day, and I was like, wait a minute, what are they saying?
No, it's very clean and very fun.
That's really cool. So we're also working on some last minute things too, but we will have a couple of picture opportunities also for people to do family photos. So just be on the lookout for those kinds of things. We'll probably get more specific with them as we get a little bit closer. But just in general, we're trying to spruce it up a little bit, give it a little bit more oomph. So if your family is planning to be in town here in Frederick for those festivities, make sure to just enjoy the day. Come, for all the parts that you are interested in, because we absolutely do have something for everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day. Everything kicks off kind of like at 11 o'clock or noon.
It's noon when we do the opening ceremonies. There's a few things that'll take place there. I know we have like an opening address. I believe the mayor is going to be there for that. We also have Fort Detrick's going to do a Soldier of the Year award.
Oh, nice.
We have the Daughters of American Revolution there that do sort of an address, for the festivities. Like I said, we're giving out awards for a couple of the pickleball stuff.
All right, so noon, and then all day long, and then of course the fireworks at dusk shoot off from Parkway Elementary's area. So get down here sometime throughout the day. It is a great time. It's right here in your hometown. Be patient, getting in and getting out, parking and all of that. But have a great time in downtown Frederick. And thanks for stepping up and chairing it and make it, sprucing it up a little bit.
Well, I think this year is a little bit, and then next year is going to be even more. So we've got some cool ideas, and we just couldn't, handle them for this year right now.
Right. So celebratefrederick.com. I think all the details will be listed there, times and all the things going on throughout the day. And we hope to see you at the 4th in downtown Frederick.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be a great day. Can't believe it's next Friday. Craziness how fast stuff is flying. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're back with Marilyn Herbert from the Alzheimer's Association and your secret stash video clue for today and the giveaway clue for the one that was not turned in yesterday. Right after this. Experience an unforgettable vacation at the Salty Seahorse on the 4x4 beach in Corolla, North Carolina. Enjoy the pool, relax in the hot tub, fish, and kayak right off the private dock. The Salty Seahorse will be your forever vacation home. Go to thesaltyseahorse2201.com. Didn't mean to do that. Let's, I don't know. Oh, we got to do A&S construction. Lord have mercy on my soul. I hit the wrong thing, but you expect that. Yes, all right. A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They can also take care of your windows and gutters and even build you a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or send an email, info@ansconstruction.net. You get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. All you got to do to get that is let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. It's A&S Construction. There it is. Screenshot it. Hold it in your phone, and when you need work, all you got to do is look at that and give them a call. All right. Let me just figure out what happened to one more thing we got to do that I skipped over, and it's so important. Who's always wanted to go to Alaska? Well, that's me, and I'm putting together a trip June 9th through June 20th of 2026. I would love for you to join me working together with Antietam World Travel Service to put together an amazing itinerary featuring both land and sea. We're going to see all the great stuff you see when you go to Alaska. I promise it's going to be a lot of fun. Go to bit.ly/Alaska2 for more information. Yes. Go to AntiethamTravel.com and you can get all the information you need right there. All right, let's find out who's doing good in our neighborhood. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Maryland Lottery with tons of ways to win. You got hot scratch-offs like Big Money, where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000, or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. In our secret stash bags, I believe every single one includes some scratch-offs, some with $1,000 winners, some with $777, and many scratch-offs in some of the bags. All right. Plus, you can download the Maryland Lottery app and scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. You must be 18 or older to play and to win Secret Stash. Please play responsibly. All right. Marilyn Herbert stopped by the home of everything Frederick. We're talking the walk to end Alzheimer's. The home of everything Frederick, which is 401 North Market Street. I'm with Marilyn Herbert. You are the Director of Development for the Alzheimer's Association of Western Maryland?
Well,
what is it called?
Greater Maryland chapter.
Greater Maryland. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'd almost gotten it all. You're also the new incoming president for Newmarket Rotary.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
That starts July 1.
I love always when you bring the flowers. They're so pretty. We've got the walk coming. So let's talk about the walk to end Alzheimer's, October 12th. October 12th this year. So important to get involved. And this is affecting a lot of people.
Absolutely. Right now, we estimate there's 127,000 Marylanders living with Alzheimer's alone. That's not including the other forms of dementia.
Wow.
And the Alzheimer's Association provides services for all that are impacted by Alzheimer's and other dementias. So it's a concern. Maryland now also has the highest prevalency of Alzheimer's in the country. Why? And we're not sure exactly why.
What do we got here?
Well,
we don't want that.
Yeah,
but
yeah, we don't want it here, and we don't think it's the crabs or the Old Bay, but we're really focused on finding a cure for this dread
and it's
disease.
not a laughing matter, but it's just odd that Maryland is kind of experiencing a high prevalence for Alzheimer's. And I'm sure there's everyone watching has somebody that they know of. And some younger people are suffering from Alzheimer's as well. A friend of yours, I know we've talked about before, which is not typical.
No.
But if people go, I think it's alz.org.
That's correct.
And they can get tons of resources and information. There's a hotline where you can get some support.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Absolutely. 24/7, we have trained professionals that are there to talk with someone that's concerned about themselves, a loved one, a boss, a colleague at work, a neighbor, really anyone that has concerns about Alzheimer's or dementia and needs somebody that's trained to guide them with next steps. They can call that 800 line.
Yeah, and this is why participating in the walk is so important, because you get a lot of resources and information. It is completely free to participate, but obviously we'd love for you to fundraise, get a team together, get a bunch of people involved, because the more people involved, the more we may be able to help. But certainly funding things like that 24-hour hotline, making sure resources are up to date, and studies and research.
Oh, absolutely. We're the third largest funder of research next to the U.S. and Chinese government, and we don't know how recent cuts and things happening in the world and in our country may affect that. I mean, we're often the driver of the research, even with other partners out there that have been impacted. So we're not giving up. Whatever the climate is as far as funding from outside sources, most of ours does come from just regular people impacted.
Yeah.
So that's why our Walk to End Alzheimer's, the second largest peer-to-peer fundraising event in the world. That includes all the walks, all the runs.
Whoa.
Yes, absolutely.
That's huge.
And our walk here in Frederick represents all 5 Western Maryland counties, and our goal is $276,000. Teams are already registering. People are registering for the walk. So you may say, gosh, October's way out there. But our efforts go on year-round.
Sure.
Year-round. And that's one of the great things. If someone can't make the walk on walk day, or maybe they're involved with other things in the month of September or month of October, they can host an event now, or spread the word right now and raise some funds.
Well, I have always said on this show, with our nonprofits especially, the freest thing you can do is share information about what is happening. It is easy. It costs you nothing but a few seconds. Because spreading the word, you'd be surprised. We're in it, so we think everyone should know, but not everybody knows. And the fact that October seems far away, it will be here before we know it. So register today so that you get the reminders that it's coming, that you need to plan, maybe make a donation, like you said, if you have other plans that come into play. But supporting Alzheimer's could very well benefit yourself down the track, or a loved one or family member.
Yeah, about 1 out of 3 of us is going to be personally impacted if we live past the age of 55 or so. I think that is the stat. And again, in Maryland, there's a high prevalence. We know that there are some hot spots in Maryland. Frederick County is kind of in the middle ground. It's not necessarily a hot spot. But we all, we move around. We have circles of friends all over the state, all over the country, and this is an important cause. We really want to ultimately find a cure, but have more treatments. We're in the era of treatment now where things are available that weren't just a few years ago that helped some people, but it's not enough, and more is coming, so that's why it's important.
ALZ.org, find the local Frederick Walk. Is that the easiest way for them to get there?
That's a great, that will take you to any walk. You can do a search by zip code. You can find all the resources there, and there's a tab for walk. But you can also go to alz.org / walk. And that will take you to our Maryland chapter walks.
Okay.
So, and if all else fails, you can email me at mjherbert, MJHERBERT, @alz.org.
Okay, and I'll make sure that's on screen for you so you can screenshot it and get all that information. Marilyn, thank you so much for making the time. And we need to make just a few minutes of time to do the walk, October 12th. It is at Nimio Field at Harry Grove Stadium is the start and finish point, right?
Yep.
And what time? It's at 9?
Well, we open the gates at 11 actually. 11. It allows churchgoers and others to maybe do some Sunday morning things.
Yeah.
And then our gates open, there's activities and booths and sponsors there. And then our opening ceremony is at noon, immediately followed by the walk.
Yeah.
Brief opening ceremony, and then we walk all down to Carroll Creek, part of Carroll Creek and back.
Oh,
so it's quite the variety of scenery on our walk.
We love it. All right, mark your calendar, October 12th, and hopefully we'll see you at the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Thank you.
Thanks, Ian.
Yeah, I will be out there for sure. All right, I gotta pull up your video hint for today. If you don't get today's here's your big hint, seeing some of the interviews today, shame on you. But here we go. This is your video clue for Secret Stash. Here is your video clue for the Secret Stash. You should know exactly where that is if you just watched this show. And remember, I just gave you a big hint for yesterday's. And if you find them both, pass one along to another adult, please. But the video, there was a big hint on our social media, Good Morning Frederick social media. So check that out, and you might pick up two. All right, one for you and one for somebody else, of course. All right, thanks so much for watching. We appreciate it. Please like, share, and comment. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Send me some other businesses to interview. I'm always happy to do that as well. And if you have an event coming up, let me know about that too. All right. Have a great day. And let's get out there, stay cool, and be great, Fred.